up, guys? It has been busy for me on the personal job side of things. I believe it's been like 2 weeks since I dropped the video, maybe 3. I'm not 100% sure, but I gotta get you guys going. I gotta let you know where we're at. So, today, we're not working on the Trans Am. If you watched the last video, I told you I was waiting for some packages to come in. So we have to finish up something. We got the Dodge put back together off camera. I didn't want to record any of this because I was just hanging panels and stuff. Everything's good. We're gonna reuse the rotten stuff because I mean, guys, it's our beater truck. I mean, I need to get it done, and we're getting close to finally closing the chapter on the Dodge. Other than exhaust, drive shaft, fuel system, and some linkages for the transmission and throttle, we're ready to go. We're ready to fire this thing back up and take it on down. But today we're gonna be focusing on the firing up aspect of it. So we got some headers that came in. We got the extensions, and my local parts house was having like a sale. They're closing down, so they're selling all sorts of stuff for like 40, 50, 60, 70, you get the gist, % off. So my lovely old lady bought me 2 Flowmaster Super 10s. So we're gonna run that. I'm really interested to know what this is gonna sound like because we're doing true duals. We're not doing an H pipe or an X pipe. Just straight 2 true duals going down, and then we're gonna dump them. So that's on our agenda today, and we're gonna see can we get this fired up because we also need to wire up that HEI conversion so we can run it on that instead of the Mopar box. I'm rambling. Let's get to it. I'm actually pretty dang excited for all of this because like we're finally at the final stages of all this, and I couldn't be happier, you know? There's still some stuff that we gotta kind of like figure out. There's still like a lot of little miscellaneous things that we gotta do. Like, right now the hood doesn't freaking latch, which I mean, that's fine. We gotta get that stuff sorted out. I'm gonna set you guys right here. We gotta get that stuff sorted out. We also gotta put a fuel making happener on it, which I'm probably gonna rob the fuel making happener off of that for the time being. To get this all, with the fenders and everything on, guys, it kinda has like a swanky look to it. We've already got all the wiring and stuff cleaned up. I have to make a wire coming from that starter on up to the relay or the solenoid. And we still got to get, you know, like a belt, but we don't need any of that stuff to run it. We just need the fuel making happener and the headers. So, yeah, don't move. So what I need to figure out is we need to see the quality of these freaking headers. I've already opened them, of course, but I got these for like $300 and some odd dollars. They had a good review on them. There's the gasket and all that stuff. There's nothing else in that box. We need to see how are we gonna clear, like the clearance with all this stuff. I'm pretty dang sure I'm gonna have to drop my starter, even though I got a mini starter on it right now. But oh yeah, these are nice. I don't know if you can really, I'm doing such a bang up job showing you guys these. I'm just excited. Got the logo right there. They're clean. The inside of them aren't really messed up. They got a nice little thick flange on it. Let's see. 100% positive this is not going through the top like this. Just judging by the look. So we're probably gonna have to go from up underneath. But let's see. Let's see what we got. I'll bring you back. I don't got a dedicated camera holder today, so it's gonna be boop, 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 boop. All right. Well, judging, I don't know if you can see me, but judging just from me eyeballing this is definitely not gonna clear the starter. So we need to go ahead and drop the starter. How you guys been enjoying your holidays, man? So far, I've had a pretty good one. I can't really complain. I'm super duper excited to get this over with, because we started on this again. We started a body swap process of this August, and to just now be getting to this point, we should have been at this. My old lady's been absolutely cooking me about the simple fact that I haven't got this taken care of yet, which is absolutely insane work if you ask me, because like we've had that dang 66 C10 now for a while, and well, it still ain't doing nothing. So comment down below, what do you want to see after all this is done? Because once I get this done and back running and driving, of course we're still going to work on the 77, but I need to figure out, like, what's the next project. We got a couple things, actually. We got a couple projects, guys, like I knew I was gonna have to come from the bottom. All right, now that we got it positioned like that, come on, God dang it. There we go. Yeah. Is something interfering with something? Perhaps. I don't know. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna temporarily throw a bolt up here, and we're just gonna hold that in place, since the back's kind of already holding itself in place. I just need a couple threads in there, you know what I'm saying? Just something to hold it up. Okay. So far, so good. I do see issues right here. As look like we got like a little contact right there. Which, I mean, that's something we can work out later on. It might look different once it's on the ground. Oh, let me get back down here and look Everything looked like it's going to clear. I got good clearance. That looks good. It's just dangling right now. Let's go ahead and get this other side mounted up real quick. Okay, we definitely had to drop the starter. We definitely had to take the oil filter off, but I don't got them bolted in. I just got them held on for the time being. I'm noticing that I'm gonna have to bend my transmission dipstick tube a little bit, which, you know, whatever, that's cool. Or we just let it self-clearance. And this side over here is looking like once this is completely seated, it's gonna clear all this stuff. So far, everything is good. And what I'm really liking is the fact that I can access my spark plugs pretty good. There's enough of a gap on the back side of these flanges to get an actual socket on this. So I don't think we'll have any issues as far as like the bolts go. Everything seems pretty accessible. So we take that as a W, guys. So let me get these gaskets on. Since they came with gaskets, they're probably gonna burn up after, you know, the first 50 miles, but hey, use them if you got them. Okay, may seem like a minute for you, but not for me. It's been an hour and a half later. I got the passenger side in and the driver's side in. We had to persuade. After we persuade that side, I had to come over here and beat the crap out of that one. I'm sorry, persuade. And it contacts right there. But I took my pry bar and I flexed on it, so it's fine. It'll just self-clear. What I was trying to say is it'll just self-clear. So far, we got that stuff figured out. So let me crawl my butt up underneath here and get these mid pipes on. Okay, after another hour and a half of finagling, I'm glad that I'm not showing you guys all of that crap. Let's go underneath. How about that? So after an hour and a half of finagling, ooh, that's right. Maybe I can turn my back to it. Okay. Ooh, that is bright. Let me see if I can. Whoop, whoop. There we go. So after an hour and a half of finagling, we got the mid pipes in here. They're connected up. It's basically a ball and socket flange on the end of those headers. And these Higmans that I got, these extensions, are ball and socket. We're going, since the collector diameter is 3 inches, we're going 3 to 2.5. So these are 2.5. They're 3 inches on there on the ball socket flange. Anywho, we stuck these in here, and after sitting here with a 2x4 and tape measure and everything, I can tell you that they're 15 inches from center to center. They're exactly 7.5 from the outside diameter to the center of this mount. Same on this side. They're 5 inches from the top of the transmission cross member to the top side of the outside diameter. So we got it. What I'm trying to say is we got it centered up. Looks pretty good. So what it's looking like is that the muffler is going to hang out in this general area some freaking where. Is what it's looking like. And then we're going to have a turn down. I'm not 100% sold on this. I kind of want to kick it up a little bit so I can get the muffler just a little bit higher. Because I mean, we're not bottoming out by no means. Where's my piece of wood at? There we go. We're not bottoming out by no means. Like if I get right here from the bottom side of this trans cross member, I mean, we're not bottoming out by no means. We got a little bit of flexibility, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to run some extension, just a little bit more extension. and then run the muffler, or do I run the muffler and dump it? It's gonna be loud. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let me get from up underneath here. Oh, my knee. Oh, my knee. Oh. Oh. Ah. I'm getting beat up, guys. So, we got that crap situated. So, I guess we need to turn our attention to the distributor. We need to go ahead and do the HEI stuff. So, I got to browse around and find my ignition module, but I already got my little adapter plate that's going to sit behind the Dizzy. That way it can look factory-ish. Oh, that knee hurts. Because I really don't want to run freaking Chrysler box. Those boxes are crap. I think I still got it over here somewhere. Or I probably threw it away. Who knows? Anywho, those boxes are crap. It was an off-the-shelf box, but I mean, I don't got time. I'm a GM guy at heart, and if I could just use an HEI setup for that, that'd be the easiest way to get it back on the road where we won't have any issues. So let's get that stuff situated. Okie dokie. So this is what we're working with now. We got our distributor out. Good cap. So this kit requires us to drill this out and drill this out, which we just did. And then we need to tap this. Of course, we don't have anything to cut with, per usual. We're working with limited space here, guys, so you got to cut me a break. It's not, you don't need all the right tools to do something. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now what I don't like is there's not that much contact on that, but you know, the dab a lot tight will do you. That's pretty nice. Now, I got this module. I'm gonna need to get some paste for this, but I'm just gonna show you how this goes. We're gonna have to wait until the morning to finish this off because I ain't got no dielectrical paste or nothing like that. But basically, get you a HEI module. You can look up like a TPI, TBI, like 80s Camaro, early 90s, whatever. It's one of these things. And there's these little dabs in here. So you got these little dabs on here. And it pretty much positions it like so. And then we'll take our other hardware We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Would you imagine that? Bam! Oh yeah. Look at that. That looks pretty swanky, if I have to say so myself. Now this yellow tab and stuff, this kit comes with these little connectors. That way, so on your distributor, these two, basically, they are going to connect to this plug over here, or the other one. So you be sure to have an extra, I'm doing a terrible job explaining this, possibly because I'm fried after being up all day today. I got a spare plug over here some freaking where. This is why I need to be more organized with everything. Anyway, I got another plug. I'll just explain all that crap in the morning. I had a spare HEI distributor that I just script that out of because we're trying to be cheap and we're not trying to spend money. Because not spending money makes me very, very happy. Anywho, oh, there it is. So boom, you got this, okay? Okay, so let me show you what's gonna happen. Basically, one side of this is gonna connect to this, and it's gonna connect into this. It's always good to keep spare stuff like this. The other side is gonna be your hot and your ground to your coil. And boom, no more mopar ignition box. I did a terrible job explaining that, but it's late. I'll just explain it again in the morning for better clarity. Anywho, we got some stuff done. Let's call it a night. I'll see you in the morning. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. I got stuff literally everywhere. Okay, so new day. We're back on it. So last night I went ahead and we put this module on here. I'm so ready to be done with this. About to do something controversial. Supposed to put thermal paste on the bottom of this. I don't have time to wait on thermal paste. So instead, we're just gonna put some dielectrical grease on it, a lot of it, and just hope for the best. Okay, according to this diagram that I found on the internet, the C terminal and the B terminal, which are these two terminals right here, goes to the coil. So, all right. Oh man, I think I've already mentioned this, but my local parts house is like having a freaking sale. And I just got this and this, which is the 100 foot of 16 gauge. I literally got both of those for $4. Okay. Okie dokie. So we're gonna take this. One. Ah, dang fan is fuck with no. Eh. Eh. There we go. Woo! Perfect. Ah. Boom, boom. So I did this in red and I did this in black, so I'll know what's what. So the red one is gonna be my B. So that go to the coil on the hot side. This will go to the coil on the ground side. Boom. This is now done. And that just leaves us with this side. So I need to figure out which is which. We got a W and a G. So the orange, it looks like we got orange and black. So this says orange and violet. But I'm gonna assume that this orange is going to be W. So this orange is going to this one. So if I do this, then this one's orange and this one's the other one. Okay. Now that I done finished my stuff, let me explain this a little bit. So on this coil, you have BC and WG. All right, BC, B is your hot to your coil, and C is your ground to your coil, or your negative to your coil. And on this side of the switch, the orange wire is going to be powering the W terminal, and your purple wire is going to be powering the G terminal. So I saved my plug so I didn't have to splice into that, which I probably should have just spliced into it anyway. Anyway, with this taken care of, we should be able to put the distributor back at TDC and drop it in and wire this up, and this should be done. I'm going to put a link down below on this base plate that I used. It comes with instructions. I don't know where they're at. Good thing for the internet. Let's get some stuff figured out. All right, time to work on some sparkulators. Today's sparkulators is going to be Champion Copper Pluses. They're 404s. I believe the last time I threw spark plugs in that truck, they was like NTKs, something like that, I believe. Anyway, that's besides the point. We're going back to the tried and true copper boys, which is really the only way to go. Because we're running HEI, we need to gap these accordingly. I'm thinking 45 should be a good gap. Let's see where we're at. God dog, the gap on these are like 60. Guys, it's been chaotic. So it's been a couple days. Guys, put it down in the comment section down below. I've been getting like sick here a lot, awfully late, and it has really been hampering me on getting stuff done and so on and so on. So if you got like some vitamin C boosters or stuff like that that you take or that you know of, or drop it down in the comment section down below. Anywho, back to what we had going on. I pretty much buttoned up this stuff. We got crap everywhere. We ended up having to go get another starter. The starter that I had, I tested it before I even put it on there, and it was not going for it. So, first of all, let me explain to you. All right, let me explain to you how this works. So we got, let's just say this is your Dizzy, your distributor, okay? And then you got coil. Now, let's say this right here is the GM HEI module, okay? So you know, on that GM HEI module, you got, you know, that going on, right? So let's just say you got the B terminal, the C terminal, you got the W terminal and the G terminal, okay? Okay, let's say this is, terrible. We got the plus and the negative, all right? Now let's draw this. You got two wires coming off your Dizzy, okay? Okay, you have a orange wire and you have a purple wire. Orange and purple. I'm hoping I'm making complete sense. Anyway, so on this terminal, you got the W terminal. The W terminal is going to the orange, and the G terminal is going to the purple. All right, now let's just say your pigtails on your distributor is not orange and purple. You're gonna have on your pigtail, it's gonna look something like this, and you're gonna have another connection on your other side that looks like this. All right, this connection right here, that's where the orange and the purple wires are coming from, okay? Basically, the terminal that has the piece sticking out, I guess you would say the male end, the male end always goes to the double terminal on the GM module. And the female end always goes to the G terminal. That's how you can distinguish if your wire's not orange and purple. Let's just say there's some other different colors. That's how you distinguish that. The male connection always goes to the W terminal, and the female connection always goes to the G terminal. That's how you hook those up. So from your distributor wiring, you will take that and run that to these terminals. I use 16 gauge wire. I mean, it's what I have. Now, let's move on to the B and the C terminal. On the C terminal, you will run it to the ground. And on the B terminal, you run it to the hot. That's it. That's literally it. That's how we hook that up. I hope I was able to explain that somewhat. I was rambling last time when I was explaining this, but that's pretty much how you install that. You don't need that fancy little piece that bolts onto the back side of the distributor. I mean, you can take something as isolated as long as it's, I mean, you could take something like this. If it's like a piece of like actual metal that you can isolate somewhere, it can be on the firewall, put some dielectrical grease behind it. They say you don't supposed to use dielectrical grease. If you really don't want to use dielectrical grease, you can use like thermal paste. They sell it at like Radio Shacks. Do we even still have a Radio Shack? Probably not. Amazon. Anyway, so basically, we got the motor back to TDC. We threw that in there. We went ahead and we put the carburetor that we was running on our LS to this for the time being, because the carter that I got desperately needs to be rebuilt. So, gonna ignore that. So we got that hooked up. I got my boat tank, and I got a line ran all the way up. We've already wired everything up, got stuff set up, and I had issues in the past out of my neutral safety switch. So what I did was I went ahead and just disconnected it. I got the terminal on my switch for ground. I just got to ground it. That way we're not grounding through the neutral safety switch, but we're grounding like through something. Now, bad thing, we can start it in any gear now. No drive shaft, so I'm not worried about that. But that's besides the point. What did you bring me?
A drink.
I thank you.
You're so welcome. I'm gonna go make dinner. I love you.
Love you. I drew on your drawing. I mean, I made sure not to draw. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that.
Okay.
Anywho.
Love you.
Love you. So, where was I? Oh yes, we got everything set back up. Got our wires back in it. Again, I got my coil wired up. There's no Chrysler module box nowhere. It's completely wired up on the GM HEI stuff. So, nope. Let's go ahead and okay, let's see here. Okay, so our ignition does work. Man, we're in December, so August. We tore this part the week before the last week of August when we were getting ready to go on our vacay, and we've been waiting. Let me quit. Okay, we should have built up some fuel pressure by then. I don't got my throttle hooked up, but we should have built up some fuel pressure in the tank. Yep. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got some fuel. All right. Oh. Yes! 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 We can't run it long. God, those headers sound amazing. We can't run it long. We don't got no coolant system of anything hooked up. Yes! Oh man, this is freaking awesome. Yeah. Oh man. It's been since August. We drove this in here as a long wheelbase. We stripped a whole nother truck. We stripped a short wheelbase truck, cleaned the frame up. We did some suspension work. We lowered it. We freaking drove our long wheelbase D100 in here. We stripped it completely. Torn apart 2 motors. And put everything back together. Wired it ourselves. Without the Chrysler box, the GM module works. And now, I gotta do it one more time. I know we ain't got no coolant system, but yeah. Yes. Just listen to it. Oh, I'm so excited now. Oh man. Oh man. Let's check. Nothing's leaking down that way. Where did all that come from? Oh yeah, I don't got transmission lines hooked up because we ain't got no radiator. Oh well, that's besides the freaking point. Oh man, I call that a success, guys. And all it took was complete carnage of everything. These past couple days waiting on these parts to come in so I could do all this. I know the beginning to the mid part of this video probably seemed a little bit of I wasn't feeling too hot, but I'm glad that throughout everything, oh my God, man, this is exciting. We're literally this close because like all we need now is a coolant system. We need to get the fuel system situated and a drive shaft and shifter linkage. Once we get all that stuff situated, we could finally back this thing back out and take it for a well-deserved drive. I know you guys on the channel probably don't like this Dodge as much, but this truck, I can't stress this enough, literally started my channel. I mean, I know I do a lot of LS stuff. I'm really, really comfortable with LS stuff, but doing this, seeing that this gets done, and this over the course of the 3 years, the multiple transformations that this truck has went through, the changes, is all of it. Like, it just, I can't explain it, but it's almost on a tier to where it's like you're watching your child be born, and you know that seeing your kid for the first time. And I want to thank you guys for giving me the motivation to do this kind of stuff for you guys. Like, I don't know. I feel like each and every last one of you guys are right here with me when I record now and do this. And it helps motivate me to get stuff done. And I say it all the time, but I can't do this kind of stuff without you guys. Like, literally motivating me. And this is the result of all you guys that's been tuning in, commenting on my videos, and keeping up and wanting to know little updates and just every little thing. The good, the bad, it does not matter. I can literally say I make this stuff possible because I look forward to each one of you guys every week, every other week when I post videos, just to see your reactions of me. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it a video, guys. It's back running. Have we shook it down? No. But that's okay. We will get there one step at a time. And I'm probably not going to release another video before this time, but I will say Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. However, whatever. I hope you guys enjoy everything as the year comes to a close. And don't forget, because I gotta do it. It helps. Don't forget, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It really, really, really helps out a lot. And don't forget to comment. Let me know stuff. Let me know what you're working on, your projects. Everything. Let me know everything. And as we get close to closing this year to a close, we're going to have so many different things to talk about and work with and work on in the coming year. And I need to hold myself accountable, and I need to be a lot more responsive on social media platforms, because I have a bad habit of, like, I don't check a lot of my, like, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Even though you guys can contact me on Instagram, I still have a hard time keeping up with all that stuff, and I'm trying to, like, be more active. So we got to figure that out, because I'm not one of those people. Like, on Facebook, yeah, I post pictures and stuff, but that's on my personal account. I post pictures and stuff of my projects and stuff all the freaking time, because taking photos is kind of like knowledge. So I do that stuff all the time, but I don't think to ever do that kind of stuff on Instagram. And when I do, it's like I do it for a couple days and now I'm rambling. I love you guys. It is cold. Dress appropriately. Stay hydrated. And I'll see you in the next video. We're almost ready.